Welcome everybody to another episode of Books and Betches. Not to be confused with Books and...
Yep.
That was a good noise. I'm Kristen, and with me I have...
Erica.
Maria.
Very good. This is a good one. Actually, honestly, might be my favorite.
At least I didn't reuse it.
No, I was very good.
I expected Genovia part 2.
Something. Anything. Give me something. This is a book podcast.
Literally
we swear, we spoil, we talk about sex. This episode, though, is our movie episode. So...
Movies.
3 books in a movie.
Welcome to the movies.
If you've been with us,
What's
let's
like
all go to the movies. Let's all go to
No.
the movies. Oh,
What's the?
We just got a letter. That's
No,
what you're
what's
saying.
What do they say in the movie theaters? That's like
It's Nicole Kidman now, and she's a
Cinedigm.
full.
Yeah.
a
She's
new
a full
paradigm
meme.
in cinema.
No, it's her. We go to the movies to feel something. It's like a whole. Because here they matter. These stories are alive.
So dumb. If you have been around the block for a while, you know we do 3 books in a movie. We record these episodes in batches. We already talked about 3 books. Hopefully you've already listened to those episodes. And this week we're doing a movie. It's actually the first time we're doing a movie. A sequel, right?
Yeah.
No,
you refused to
that's a
watch
lie.
Bitches Grey.
No.
We
We did
did
all the
all Hunger
diversions.
Games.
Oh my god! All of
We
Twilight.
didn't do Hunger Games, but we have done, yes. I lied.
we've been doing a lot.
Why
of
did I
movies.
say that?
Why did I agree?
Why can't I even fact check my own podcast?
Maybe
You forget.
because this isn't really like
A book.
true continuation of his plot.
Yeah, it's not a book.
Like this is just kind of like a funsy, like money grab type part 2
This is
book.
Disney, baby.
Yeah, so the movie we're doing today is
Versus like a series.
Princess Diaries numero dos.
Oh, Royal Engagement.
And
Isn't there a third one coming?
It's been off and
What?
on for years.
a third? We don't
Yeah.
need a third.
Well,
We definitely do not.
it's definitely gonna be off for years.
When did we do the
because,
first Princess Diaries? That
Couple
was a while
weeks
ago.
A couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Months.
'Cause,
Maybe
well,
a month or
we're
two.
split. We went Princess Diaries, Princess Brides.
We're
Princess
doing a lot of
Diaries.
princesses.
Yeah, what is going on with that?
I like it.
Okay, as long as you like it.
That's all that matters. That I like it.
As long as you.
Because I think I'm the only one who likes this movie.
in the world.
This movie.
Oh,
Um,
there's 2 of you then.
Yeah.
Everybody that I have
This movie.
No, this movie is not liked.
Everybody that I have talked to about this movie, and I've said I gotta sit down and watch Princess Diaries too because I've never seen it, and they're like, you don't have to see it; it's terrible.
It's
Everybody.
not based on anything correct. This is where Disney said, "Hey, Meg Cabot, I know you had a plot. Let's just throw it out the window and just add our own thing."
How different in the timeline? So I don't know what year the first one came out, but like when did the second one? Because was Anne Hathaway now like super
Now she got
popular?
big, yeah.
Okay, that's
she
what I
was
was
super
wondering.
popular at this point.
And they have
I
Chris
want
Pine.
to say it was at least 3 years.
2004.
4 years.
2004
The
came out.
second
What
one.
was the first one?
In 2001.
Okay, so it wasn't like
Oh, so I
huge
was right.
gap.
The
I'm
3
thinking
years.
it was like 5.
2001. Yeah.
3 years.
Okay, so only 3 years. Do you think she was actually 21 during this?
Well, let's find out.
Maybe she was like 25.
Probably 25.
Yeah, that seems more accurate. Princess Diaries 2. I've never seen.
A royal engagement.
Wait, she was born 1982.
Oh my
Stand
God, you're
by.
doing math.
2004
Yeah.
minus 1982. She was 22.
Okay,
Oh.
pretty.
She was the age.
That's wild.
Yeah, because I remember she was actually the age she was playing in Princess Diaries 1.
What's her character's name?
Mia Thermopolis.
That's such a good name.
Thermopolis.
It's very Disney. I'm just saying.
Well, it's Meg Cabot.
Should we do a 60-second?
Sure, I can do it.
That's you, Maria.
Love this movie.
You love this movie.
All down. I got links for all the stuff,
Whoa.
and I wrote things of what I like
Whoa.
about it.
All right. If you're new to this podcast, we do this thing where we attempt to explain the entire plot summary of a book or a movie
Or a movie.
in 60 seconds or less. This week, Maria's going to do Princess Diaries number 2.
A royal engagement.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
A royal engagement.
In 60 seconds or less, Maria, on your mark, get set, wait. I
You
don't
need
have
a
a
clock.
timer. It would help if I can actually.
I mean, I could
figure
do it. I think
On
I'd
your
make
mark,
it.
get set, go.
Mia Thermopolis is now in Genovia. She is getting prepared to be queen. However, the parliament says, you are not married, so you can't be queen according to our law. So they gave her 30 days to find a husband. She's like, I don't want to have an arranged marriage, but she does what she has to do to become queen. She goes through and she finds this guy who she's going to marry, but at the same time, she's falling for the opposition to her throne, which is Chris Pine's character, Lord Devereux. He's so cute. They're having an enemies to lovers kind of thing. Eventually,
30
she
seconds.
and her guy Andrew, who she was gonna marry, they say, honestly, let's not get married. It's not gonna be good for us. And she goes to Parliament and says, listen, why would I have to have a man to be queen? My grandma's been doing it just fine. So let's all decree and change the whole
15.
constitution or whatever, and have me become a great queen on my own. And then her and Lord Devereux live happily ever after.
What? So I didn't miss much then when I fell
Wow.
asleep.
Nope.
Okay. Time.
Did I get it? I think I got it.
You're at like 52
Yeah.
seconds. I'm just confused how we went from all she had to do was ask them to be like, I don't.
Yeah,
wanna
isn't that funny?
Is that really how it played out?
At the wedding, it's because he fell asleep. At the wedding,
oh yeah,
she
full transparency.
has a moment. She can't get through with it. She's like, I know I should do this to become queen, to be there for my people, but I can't. I can't go through with it. So she goes to Andrew and she's like, Andrew, like, I care about you, but I can't. He goes, oh, thank God, I don't want to do it either. So afterwards, she goes, does a whole speech. She's like, think about your daughters, your wives, your sisters, your moms. Would you force them to do what I'm doing? And one of them was like, she's like, one of the guys goes, hey, like, make a motion to see if you can, like, get them to change it. So she goes, makes a motion. I
You
make a
should have just done that in the beginning.
Well, the queen tried, but the guy who's the uncle of Lord Devereux
he was a little bastard.
He was just like, no, this is the law. This is Genovian law.
One guy.
This
dude.
American can't come in and change Genovian
But
law.
she should have gave that badass speech.
She wasn't there.
Well, she was in the beginning listening in.
She was listening from a wall. She wasn't
If
supposed
she
to be.
opened that little flap and said, no, think about your daughters and this and that. And they were all like, oh, yeah, okay.
I don't want you to bring law. What did I say last night? I said last night, leave it. It's Disney. She was texting. She's like, what is this? I'm like, just let it go.
No.
It's Disney.
The first shot, the opening shot, it's not the first
It's
one.
bad
but
CGI. It's Disney back
They
then.
CGI'd a
I
fucking
remember.
airport. And I'm like, why didn't they just go to an airport and film like
Because
planes?
they probably couldn't.
Didn't have the budget.
Dude,
They didn't have.
They
the
had to
budget.
build fucking
Dude.
Genovian sets. You know how budgets work.
they CGI'd the plane.
They've hired the wrong CGI team.
I
then.
could
That's
go to
all
the
it is.
airport and film a fucking. I could
Not
give
that,
them-
not on
They had
purpose.
to pay Julie Andrews.
Yeah,
I just
this is
can't.
a return to Disney.
Once I saw that, I was like, why did they make this? Listen, I fell asleep about 45 minutes in, and when I woke up, there was 38 minutes left, and then I fell asleep again.
The whole movie.
Yeah.
I will say this is more just for me, guys. I just love. You know how Princess Bride was your movie?
Yeah.
This is my movie.
This movie's your movie.
Yeah, I love this movie. Everyone hates this movie. I love this movie.
I gotta say, I like this movie.
This is a movie.
I like-
It's not
I
like
like
my.
it.
I'm not saying it's my all-time favorite. Like there,
that
but,
was her.
but she talked all of it. She loved Princess Bride so much. She talked so much about it. I love this so much.
What
talk
is
about
your
it.
favorite movie of all time?
We talked about this.
Princess Diaries 2.
Toy Story.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
We talked about this. Toy
No, we
Story is my
didn't.
all-time.
Yes,
we
we
did.
did. We
In
told
Princess
us what
Bride.
you said in your interview.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Pride and Prejudice and
Yeah.
fucking Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
I listen.
She does not. And that's why
Anyway,
we're here.
this to me is a comfort movie. This is one of those movies I'll put on
Sure.
when I don't want to have anything else to watch and I just want to go on my phone.
That's fine, but like, did you like it?
She likes
Yeah,
it.
I like this movie. You know what is very understated? How fucking sexy Chris Pine is.
I've been saying this
Thank
since
you.
the beginning of time.
And he was 23 in this movie. He was
Him in
fine as hell.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I've been saying it
Okay.
since the Chris conversation
Wait, wait,
started.
wait.
Chris Pine is my favorite Chris.
Him in
Hard disagree.
Wonder
but
Woman.
Why do you do this to me?
Hard
I
di-
just said he's my
Hard
favorite.
di-
Why does that
hard
matter?
disagree.
Wait,
I
who's
said
yours?
Chris Hemsworth.
Hard disagree.
Okay.
I'm with Maria on this one. I'm Team Maria. Chris Pine.
We could have different Chris's. That's
I
good.
know, but it's
that's
I like
what's
the-
good for the geese is good for the gander.
I gave a throwaway comment and you're just like, hard disagree. I like this.
I didn't say I didn't go to the Chris that I like. I just said don't agree. But what? So here's the weird thing, and me and John have talked about this ad nauseum. Is it weird? Chris Pine is 23 in this movie.
Is he?
We're
Did you-
32,
Yeah.
31-ish, whatever.
Good
Is it
question.
weird that we are thinking somebody who is that much younger than us
Sure.
is hot?
To be
Even
fair,
though he's older than us.
he looks
He's
He looks
42.
older.
Yeah.
He's 42.
He looks
now.
older in that
In this
movie than
movie.
he does in Dungeons and
Dungeons and
Dragons, which
Dragons.
just came out.
I agree.
So I think genuinely,
I agree.
Pull
He
up a
looks
picture.
he looks old in Princess Diaries too. He looks old in this movie. He does, dude. Don't make that face. Don't make that face. Stop making that
Chris
face.
Pine looks 40.
Yeah, in this movie, in Princess Diaries 2, he looks 40.
I know he looks older in Dungeons and Dragons, babe.
No, you have to watch the movie. It's a picture.
No, he does. He does, honey. He does.
He looks so sexy.
He looks
there.
sexy. He's a very.
We're talking
sexy
about
man.
old, not sexy.
What about in Wonder Woman?
We are the age in which we could marry this man.
Yeah, no, it's
and it not be weird.
It's
you
an
guys
interesting-
cannot? I can.
Why?
Because you guys are married.
Yeah. That small
Wow.
detail. It's an interesting point that he
detail.
makes. It is.
So the reason this
I
all
don't
came
know.
up, the reason this all came up is because he was like,
Ooh.
"Is it weird that I?"
Ooh,
I
I'm
know.
saying. He
He's
looks
like,
younger
"Is
there.
it weird that I still think young Britney Spears is hot?"
Yes,
But he was like, "Britney Spears is older than me."
because young Britney Spears.
And I thought she was hot back then when I was younger and she was
that's
older.
different
I
because
think-
young hot Britney Spears is 18-year-old Britney Spears, and that's what he's referring to. So
16-year-old Britney Spears.
that's a
17,
problem.
You know what I mean?
That's
Okay.
a
But that's what I'm
problem.
saying. But he was like, "Is it nostalgia? Because
I
you
think it's
remember
nostalgia.
being her being hot."
But you're
'Cause
saying,
But if you're looking at 18-year-old Britney Spears, she's hot.
Here's where I think this is coming from.
Mm,
You know how we'll say 20 years ago and we'll still think it's the 80s as
Yeah.
millennials?
yeah,
I think that's what it is. I think we're stuck in time with these movies where like we
Sure.
still find them hot from when we thought they were hot when we first
Well, if
watched
we're
them
looking at-
20 years
if
ago.
Well,
we're
do you
looking at
remember
it through that
Brink? Do you remember
lens-
Brink?
Yes,
Jace Vander, what is it? Whatever. It's
I know who
Van
you're talking
Dirk.
about. Yeah,
The dude that's Brink.
yeah.
He was. I thought he was the hottest guy in all of creation. Pull him up. It's
Pull him up.
embarrassing.
He's not hot anymore.
I mean, he's cute,
Yeah.
but I thought he was like the hottest guy ever.
Oh my god, he was like in all the movies.
yeah,
He was the kid he was in Princess Diaries 1, guys.
yeah.
He's
I
like
didn't-
the
I
Austin
didn't find
Butler.
him
He
hot.
reminds me of Austin
Yeah, he's
Butler.
like Austin Butler,
Yeah.
but
I
like-
didn't find him hot at all.
Oh, I loved him.
I thought he was hot too.
He's blonde. I don't care if I'm.
But the thing is, like,
He's
if you're looking at it through a lens of nostalgia, where you're like, I remember thinking, like, okay, he was so attractive, so I still have that lens. Like,
Yeah.
that's fine. But if you're coming into it, like, I
As
never
now.
seen the movie, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting down, I'm just like, oh my, because I didn't find him attractive at all, if I'm being honest with you. In
Chris
Princess-
Chris Pine.
Not in Princess Diaries 2. I thought he was so fucking ugly. I'm not kidding. I thought the other
Huh.
kid was more attractive than him.
And
So,
she was
like,
cute too.
So, like, for me to sit down and be
Like
like, ooh, he's
18-year-old
so...
Britney Spears is still objectively hot.
Yeah, that's an interesting question.
But like, is it weird to still think she's hot as a 35-year-old man?
I don't
Y'all
know.
think too much.
Yeah, you're thinking think less. My
Think
boss used to
less.
Is
say
it
to me.
weird to think Chris Pine, and I'm this is similar to Britney Spears, is it weird to think Chris
No.
Pine as a 22-year-old in this movie is still hot as a 32-year-old woman?
I don't think so.
Is it weird to think a 22-year-old
Is
man
hot?
is hot?
Yes. I understand why you're asking the question.
But
I don't want to think
is
about
it it's a convoluted question.
Yes. And John asks convoluted questions all the time.
All the
John has
time.
to stop.
We've
I
talked
think
about this at
my
nauseam.
answer to this is that when I watch these films, I'm thinking about how I was when I watched them the first time and
Yeah.
the age I was, which is 20 years ago.
So do you feel like all these movies you watch are just for nostalgia
Yes.
purposes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you
It's
watch, I think if you watch these for the first time now, which is you, I think you would feel exactly how you feel about them.
Yeah.
Which is they fucking suck.
Right. Right. It's true. She's right. She's right. I do
But
feel like sometimes
I loved this movie when I watched it when it came out.
Yeah.
So now that I'm watching it as a 32-year-old
Yeah.
woman, I'm like feeling the nostalgia. of
yeah, I
this-
watch it in nostalgia.
And
I
I
don't watch
liked-
it as
I
like
liked
I don't like
I will say sometimes I feel like I'm missing out on that because like
Yeah.
I only have so like few movies that
maybe
I
in
remember,
10
like,
years you'll.
Harriet the Spy, like there were
Mhm.
Nickelodeon movies and stuff. I never really watched those Disney movies, so when we talk about it, I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm missing that
You
because I
did.
do.
Oh
I
my
know
God.
some of it, but I.
But
just,
you have your own boats that you were on that I
it's
missed.
just sad though, you know.
One of my favorite scenes in this movie is obviously the fucking sleepover.
Yes. Which Julie Andrews did her own. You fell asleep probably.
No, I saw that part.
Julie Andrews did her own stuff.
All the queens came, or the
princess.
All the princesses. Like, that's just
but
like.
they were all so little.
But
Yeah.
see, but this is exactly nostalgia. Like,
Disney.
yeah.
I'm not sitting here as a 32-year-old being like, I want a little sleepover. Well, I probably would like that sleepover party, but like, you know
not
what I
with
mean?
the
But as a younger person, I was like, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
well, I
You
like
were
that
like,
Julia.
That's the coolest thing. ever.
Julia Andrews singing was awesome.
So here's the
Actually,
funny story about this.
Raven Simone singing was awesome.
Here's a funny story
Oh,
about
Raven's
Julie Andrews
awesome
singing.
too.
That was her
Yeah.
first time singing on Disney
Ever?
since her. I'm almost done with the sentence.
Oh.
Since her vocal surgery, which the surgeons fucked up her voice, and she actually like
Really?
sued them for ruining her voice So
Sued
that was
Disney?
her. She sued her surgeons.
Oh.
So she went. You know how singers get that like throat problem. Like,
Yeah, notes.
I guess it was notes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
Essentially notes. Shakira's had them. Who else has done it? I think Miley Cyrus. I see Miley Cyrus' voice now is completely different. Julie Andrews did the same thing. So she felt that her voice was ruined after that surgery, and so she hadn't sang, and that was her first time singing since then.
Wow.
So they said that everyone was crying when she sang. Because it was like her first time singing, and everyone's like, "Oh my god,
that's cute."
In her eye.
I bet Raven loved that.
I think
That was Raven's like heyday. She was like on That's So Raven.
On
I love Raven back then.
Anne Hathaway, like, really, I know she can play other things. She's a great actress. She's very talented. But like, when you talk about like the prime of somebody's career, it's like these style movies for her. For me, like it's like that Devil Wears Prada, like rom-com,
Ella
like,
Enchanted.
Like to me, like I know she can do other stuff. I know she's really talented, but she is just so fucking good at being that like gimmicky Disney character person.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I
agree with
mean?
that.
Like she's just like the most perfect Disney human, and like I feel like this generation we don't have that person yet.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
That's
Anne
actually a
Hathaway is
good
like
point.
one of those people. Like I can't think of another Anne Hathaway.
That's a good point. I just don't think they're making movies like they used to.
No, they're
like,
not.
Now they're leaning into the animation side of things.
I think the last person who we could say that was a thing for was Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, that's true.
What was she in that was like rom-com-y?
She's been in a lot of rom-com things, but like the stardom thing.
Oh.
Like how that one film just blew them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could see.
Jennifer Lawrence is that person.
But it is interesting. Remember when, like, back in the day, Disney was like, what was it like? It was like the movie day or something. I wasn't super familiar with it, but
Every night at 8 p.m. there'd be a movie on.
Yeah,
The Disney Channel movies?
like
Yeah.
so Disney Channel movies, right? Like that was like a popular thing. Brink, all those Johnny Tsunami. Like I've watched a few of those. Motocrossed. I loved Motocrossed, but like that's not a thing anymore. And I feel like now they're
Yes, it
leaning.
is. They still
Yeah,
do
it is.
them.
They still
Do they really?
You don't pay for. You don't watch.
don't
Disney.
I
watch
have Disney
Disney.
Plus, but like,
But you don't watch
Disney,
Disney programming.
though.
but
You're
is
not
that
a
where they
kid.
put it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on Disney Channel.
I guess people still watch.
Yeah,
Bro, I
and they
think
still put
isn't
these
there
on.
like isn't there like 400
But
high
there's
school musicals?
movies.
No, there's a show now.
They have Monster High,
That's
Monster High.
Nickelodeon.
No, you're thinking Descendants.
Descendants.
Same thing.
Descendants is cool as fuck. Actually, I like that.
I know.
I actually kind of liked that. No, that's so interesting. But like, I feel like the vibe is different now. They really have leaned into, I don't know, just a different style. I guess, you know, we're not in the 90s anymore, so it makes sense. But still, just saying,
Everything is bad.
everything's bad.
Oh, okay. So the love story between Julie Andrews and Joe,
Oh my god,
So
I love
cute.
them.
that was brought
How'd
up
that
by
end?
them.
Oh,
So like that wasn't part of the storyline at all. They were so good on set that they were like, we should like our character should be a thing.
really? That was
And
in
that's
the
how it
first one,
became.
too,
Yeah,
though,
it
right?
started off in the first one, but in the second one, he marries her at the end.
I was gonna ask. I missed that part.
I didn't add that to the 30 seconds, but or
That's
60
okay.
seconds. But yeah, they get married.
That's
I love
cute.
Joe.
They were a really adorable addition.
So they made up their love story. I'm going through all the little fun facts.
yeah, I love
he
that.
was so hot.
Who?
He's okay. The kid from the first movie.
Brink.
Oh. Still stuck on that.
But again, like nostalgia. Erica 32. Is he hot? I don't know. Erica 16.
He was a
For
hottie.
sure.
Mm-mm.
For sure.
Mm-mm.
For sure.
Can I read Mike's notes? Okay, so in the past we've done this thing where Mike, he's this short, so we're good. Mike writes down his notes while we watch this, and like I said, I kind of fell asleep during this movie, but he stayed awake and watched the entire thing. I think he might have really liked it. We'll have to ask him later, I'm just saying. All right, note 1. I walked into this thinking it was The Princess Bride 2, so there's that. Oh, my bad. 5 minutes and the love interest and big bad. I get it, that's the shtick, but still. I mean, that was the thing back then. Come on. The kid prince, LOL.
Oh yeah, little kid.
Oh, that was dancing with
He's
her.
like, may I blow in your ears? Can you reach?
There's some good quotes in this movie.
Shonda Rhimes, baby.
Oh, he got really upset about this one. It's not Velcro, it's fucking hook and loop.
You're not supposed to say the brand if it's not the actual one.
You know what, though? Interesting that they said it sticks like Velcro, because that's kind of giving them like free advertisement. Because so many people think
So then I don't know why Mike's mad about it.
No, he shouldn't be. But well, actually, no. I know why he's mad. It's because the whole legal thing. They get in trouble
legal.
every time they say Velcro.
It's
So it's like Velcro is actually just hook and loop. Like most of the things that you see, it could be 3M. It could be anything. So that's a lesson for you. Love the cast. Favorite character is a princess never chases a chicken. What?
Yeah, because someone brings a chicken to the queen as a gift, and she's like, "Oh, a chicken!" and it like flies
so
off.
Funny.
And then Juliana's like, "We don't chase chickens."
Oh my god, that's great. Then he wrote his last note. I changed my mind. The guy with the high voice is my favorite character. The one that kept yelling all the time. Attention!
Oh, him.
Yeah.
So what do we think about Lily? Because I feel like in this movie, she's 10 times better than she was in movie 1 because she's not terrible.
No, I just hate her.
I know, but as a friend in
Yes.
this movie,
She's better.
she's much better than she was in movie 1.
She reminds me of somebody, and I can't fucking put my hand on it. I think it's somebody from like Gilmore Girls.
Which I have not watched.
I don't know. She's something, but I wasn't being sarcastic at the top. I actually think Mike really liked this movie. I think he thought it was like really fun, and I heard him laughing a lot. So
It's just
It is fun. It's a fun
it's
movie. I
so
don't know how
stupid.
people don't like it.
I think they're just
because
thinking
it's not from the books.
Oh,
It completely it does not follow the books at
But
all.
it's like it's just a fun, cute,
Yeah.
like fucking Disney. Like
yeah. Listen,
I agree with you. I think it's
I
a
am
great movie.
I am the target audience.
wait. I don't understand. What are the books? How many books are there?
I don't know. I
There
never read
can't be
them.
more than one.
I will say though, I did read a lot of Meg Cabot's books as a child.
Oh yeah, it's
Or
Meg
as a
Cabot. That's
teenager.
right. I forgot that was what it was.
Meg Cabot was the author.
You've talked about her a lot.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I read her Mediator series, and then she also had another series that I want to say it was like something royal. I don't remember. Maybe it was. I think it was like the American president's daughter or something. Like it might have been something like that. But yeah, Meg Cabot was fucking it.
I think there was
That
only
was
one.
that was the pipeline between like teenage Erica and romance Erica today is Meg Cabot.
I think there was
Interesting.
only one Princess Diaries book. Oh wait, no, sorry.
No, there was more than one.
You're right. I looked up the wrong thing.
Someone sent us messages before about it.
I do think it's
how she ends up
interesting.
with Michael in the actual story in the
Oh,
book,
yeah.
and in this one she
Which
ends
one
up with
was
Chris Pine.
Michael?
The kid from the first movie with the
He was
such a
piano
dweeb.
player.
I
Yeah.
liked him.
But then apparently in the books he's better.
okay.
I know, but no, I hated who they casted for him.
Right.
Oh, there's
Agreed.
a lot of books. 2000, 2001, 2001. Dude, she was
Meg
going to
Cabot
town.
was pumping
Up to
books out.
2015. There's a Princess Diaries 2015 book. Should we read
Are you sure
it?
it's not? Are you sure it's not being like
No, it's Meg
Re-
Cabot.
no, but re-released like a anniversary thing?
The Princess Diaries Volume XI Royal Wedding. Should we read it?
No,
No.
the movie's Shonda wrote it how I
do
want it.
3.95.
A part of me does want to reread the Mediator series because I
I'd be
want to
scared
see
to.
like
Yeah. Something that you really liked back
I
I'd be
know
so scared
I'm
to.
so scared.
It's
to
one
do
thing to
it.
rewatch movies. You could just do that. It's so easy.
Yeah,
but to
rewatching
reread
is
a
fine.
book,
But
I
books,
feel
I
like,
don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't
And
know
I have
about
a
that
feeling
one.
it's like I have a feeling that it was just like the littlest sliver of romance that I like just did like because you didn't know that what it was. Like realistically, up until 3 years ago, I didn't know they made romance books that weren't
Rom-coms.
fucking Fabio on the cover.
Yeah,
And I think that
historical
I
romance
think
and stuff.
that's like I think that's a huge common misconception about readers about the romance genre in general. For
No, I think that's changed. I
No,
think it used to be Fabio was what you thought of when you thought of romance books. I think now you think dark romance and monsters.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I'm saying like I think like the average
Yeah.
person who is not a reader still thinks romance books are
like Nora Roberts.
I don't think so.
are Nora
They
Roberts.
I think,
and,
I think that's what they
like,
think.
your
Nora
mom's-
Roberts, Danielle Steele, like
Yeah, your mom's
those kinds,
like,
but not the Fabios.
No, not the Fabios. Not anymore. That's too old. That's too deep. cut.
Fabio's too
well,
old.
yeah, but Daniel Steele is the Fabio of
Contemporary.
I see what you're
you know what I
saying.
mean? Like
Got it.
when I was younger, it was Fabio. Now it's Daniel Steele.
Got it. Yes.
So
yes, yes, yes.
the 2015 book, Plot Summary says 8
I
years
would love to read
after
a Fabio one.
8 years after events of
You
Forever
want to?
Princess.
I
They're probably
haven't.
long.
wonder.
I haven't tried to find us the historical romance to read because I don't think you like them.
They're probably too long.
No, they're probably.
I
not
no,
bad.
I want to.
I would do it. I honestly, I've
think we
always been
should.
curious.
I haven't done it because I figured you guys would hate it. That's why I haven't said
do.
it.
No, I'm
but
curious.
Someone's wanted us to do
I
historical
think we
fiction
have
for
to.
a while.
I think we have to read. But you know what the problem with historical romances? They're fucking long.
Not always.
Not always.
Julie the Quinn books are not that long.
That's
The Bridgerton ones, yeah.
I don't want to read the Bridgerton ones.
I am
I want to
reading
read
the.
a new.
I think Tessa Dare does them. Tessa Dare is pretty big, I believe, in historical romances.
Is it just historical romance or like historical fiction?
Historical romance. Historical fiction is a whole different thing. Fabio is historical romance. Historical fiction is what you're reading with Kristen Hanna.
Yeah, that's the one I was gonna say.
Warrior. Like I think we have to read one of these.
All right, find one for us.
Find us the smallest one you can find.
That one's not that long.
But Maria, the newest book says she's about to turn 26, Mia, and she graduated from college, runs a youth community center in New York City, named after her late stepfather, Frank Gianni. She's still dating Michael and remains close to her high school friends. While on vacation, Michael proposes to Mia, and she happily accepts. So she does get with Michael in the end, I guess. That explains why people
I will say this film, to me, I feel like it shined with the side characters.
Yeah.
Who I think Shonda's so good at is making you love the side characters, like Brigitte and Brigitta. Love those two.
Those are actually, I think I wrote that down where I was like, them being out when she was like firing the gun and they like dropped to the ground. I was like, I'm obsessed with these two.
Those two are so fun.
The fucking curtsying.
The curtsying, the
there was
security guard, Lionel.
Yeah.
He's like, Eagle is leaving.
Yeah.
Eagle is leaving. Hush tones, Lionel. Hush tones.
There were really good side characters.
So many fun.
Always.
And the cast was perfect.
The cast was great. Lionel was great. Joe's amazing. I had diplomatic community in 46 countries, including Puerto Rico. And I'm like, yes, Joe, kill him.
And I have to say my favorite line is always, and I texted you this, the queen is never late.
Everyone else is simply early.
That's so good. That's
Julie
so
Andrews,
good.
man. Julie
That's
Andrews
good.
kills it.
She said that in the first one too, right?
She's the perfect queen.
Maybe not.
No. But I do also love when it's like, we don't run, we hasten.
Yeah.
We chase after, it's like, we hasten.
That's so good.
It's, all of it's great. Every time I hear Breakaway, I think of this movie.
Yeah.
That song where she had all the princesses. And,
I spend my
yeah.
life
This movie is what I think of
I could
every
see that.
time.
No, it's fun. I think that people are too harsh on older movies because that's what they are. They're nostalgia in the same way with Twilight. So
I live in nostalgia. Nostalgia is me.
That's Kristen.
I didn't say I hated this movie, did I?
You said you fell asleep twice.
I
and
was
you wanted to die every time that you opened your eyes.
I did not say that. I said I fell
I'm pretty
asleep.
sure that's what I heard too.
I think that was.
Oh yeah, I
exactly
said I
what I
wanted to
heard.
die. Okay, I
That's
said
what
I
I
was
heard.
tired. I'm sorry.
That's what
I
heard.
I watched it too late. I didn't hate any part of it. I thought it was fun.
Other side characters I love was that weird old couple that really wanted to still be queen. It's like, who's next in line? You're not in parliament. It's like, someday.
Like Disney was so good.
So good.
Why don't they
So
make
good.
Why don't they make movies like this anymore?
That's what I said.
I've been saying this for
Why
years.
not?
This is why I live in movies from
It's,
2001
you know
to
what it
2004.
is? It's because
I
these
get it.
movies don't make enough money.
I can't wait for fall and we start watching
Halloween Town.
But you know
We have
what?
to cover Halloween Town. Now we did Hocus Pocus.
We should.
You know what? We should do it this year. But
That's our movie.
it doesn't
Done.
make sense to me because like My Big Fat Greek Wedding made so much fucking.
I haven't
money.
seen that yet.
I
And I've
still
been
haven't
itching
seen
to.
it
I know.
either.
It's
same.
so I'm doing this thing where I'm watching those films that I know everyone loved, but at the time my mental was not there. I was watching horror films or I was watching
I
something
love
else.
that.
So I never I know.
I've never watched it
I never
either.
watched it.
You will. So
Like I only just watched Pretty Woman like this past
you know
last
how
summer.
some movies are like timeless.
Yeah.
Like the
Princess
jokes
Bride.
are just timeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Fat Greek Wedding is just
My Fat Greek
My
Wedding.
Big Fat Greek Wedding.
I'm gonna maybe I'll watch
is
it tonight.
just timeless.
I'll watch it tonight.
So here's our next, because we already just planned them out right here. Here's our next books. We have Haunting Adeline.
Not in this order.
Haunting Adeline. I'm already forgetting.
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
We're gonna do a cozy fantasy.
What was that
I don't
called?
know what it is.
Getting off with gargoyles.
Getting off with gargoyles.
Getting with gargoyles.
Getting it on with gargoyles.
Getting
I
it
don't
on
know.
with gargoyles.
Getting it on with gargoyles.
We haven't
And
had a creature cafe
our
moment in a while.
movie, Halloween Town.
Halloween Town.
And I do like the idea of doing a Fabio type book. So maybe that'll come after.
Yeah.
for November times.
So just think Halloween, you have time to read these. A lot of people have been asking for Haunting Adeline. I just want you to know that the only thing I know going into it is something similar to Diaper Den. So that's all I know. And they already read it.
I don't want to, but fine.
I don't want to either, but
I don't want to.
I don't know why you guys are so opposed. It's gonna be a funny episode.
I don't know anything about it. Just the way she talks about it makes me not want
I
to do
just
it.
know I have to reread it to remember to have a
Yeah.
decent conversation.
you
So no
won't.
one else comments. You got it wrong again.
Because
I
Erica
got it.
won't.
I just read it.
Bullshit.
You just read it 3 weeks ago.
You're still gonna.
By the
take
time
us.
it comes out,
I'll reread it again.
okay.
Okay,
I
Erica.
can't read that fast.
Well,
Skim it.
Although I did read it in 2 days.
whoa.
I was in Greece. Wasn't doing anything. I was like by the
True.
pool all day.
Oh, and then if you want to join our Patreon, we're doing Mistborn at the end of the month. So by the time you hear this, maybe we'll have an episode up on that. So the only way you can watch it is on on Patreon. So to find that, just go to our Instagram, look up books_n_Betches, BETCHES. It's so fucking good. I'm really into it.
Is the link for Patreon on our stuff for the podcast? Like in our...
Is it in the link tree?
It's in the link tree.
Is a link tree in our like descriptions on the podcast platform?
The link tree isn't.
We should put it up there.
Yeah, we should.
So we can stop telling them to go to our Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just click our links. Wherever you see our links, you click that link.
Click that link.
Usually I tell people not to click random links, but if it's our link, you click that link.
Or don't. You never know.
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll figure it
Just
out.
look up also look up Books and Betches on YouTube. YouTube. Books and
Youtube.
Betches. And subscribe. And we love you and we'll see you next week. We love you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.